The following is a live sports presentation of Glycod. GLICOD.com.
Glycod's coverage of Oldham High School's basketball starts now.
Oldham High School's basketball on tap here this evening as we are live from North Oldham High School as we get set for the Webb DuBois Academy Lions versus North Oldham Mustangs. Justin Kalen and Mark Evans on the call for you this evening. Coach, glad to be back alongside you as we get set for what should be a fun night of basketball.
Yeah, great to see you again, Justin. It's good to have the team back, and should be a great game tonight. I've looked at both of the teams on tape. Seen one of them live, and that's the Mustangs. And, I think it's going to be a great game for us to do tonight.
Yeah, DuBois on the season 5-7, North Oldham 9-6 on the year as we are awaiting the girls varsity basketball game to wrap up before we can get to our boys action. Looking forward to this one here tonight. As we go ahead and step aside for our first break, we'll come back on the other side. And Coach got a chance to catch up with the boys head coach James Alexander here in our pregame this evening. We'll hear that conversation on the other side. You've got Oldham High School's basketball coming right up on Glycod.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Trying to be a responsible citizen and the best recycler you can be, but you just aren't sure what goes where? Google Oldham County Waste Wizard and check out the Wizard search engine. Just type in the name of your mystery item and see what pops up. It will tell you whether it goes in the trash, recycle bin, or donations. It tells you how to discard troublesome items like paint and televisions. Can you believe it even tells you how to get rid of a boat? Oldham County Waste Wizard. Do you believe in magic?
This message funded by Oldham County Solid Waste Management.
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in, like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Anderson Sales and Service in Crestwood, making your life easier with quality products and quality service. Find out more at andersonsales.com.
Yes, this is Mark Evans here with Blackhawk. Talking to Coach Alexander of the WEB?
Yes, sir.
WEB DuBois Lions.
Yes, sir.
And head coach there now for 3 years. And first time we've had the pleasure of covering. I've had the opportunity to watch him against Grayson County, and just want to hear a little bit about his team from him.
Yes, sir. We're a younger team led by 2 sophomores in scoring with Gerard Brown. He's first in the city of Louisville in scoring, 12th in the state. And then Kel Ogletree, it's like 13th in the city, going from 17 points a game when he was a 5th year, about 5 points a game last year. So he showed growth within his scoring. We have a great rebounder, top 50 with Kenyon Sykes, who's a junior of ours. He's like 41, 41st in the state. Got some young guys coming in, bringing energy with our 8th graders, with Tristan Lowry and Quentin, when it comes to Quentin Wood. So we have some real good juniors, but led by our young guys when it comes to offensively. Not huge on size, but toughness, doing it the right way is our keys.
So, Coach, tonight, what would you say your keys would be tonight, dealing with this North Oldham team that likes the three so much?
Just like you said, our keys have been making sure we're running them off the three-point line, making sure we're identifying a man, not getting them good looks. They're a really good shooting team. They have some decent size, but they don't play through their size, so it's really not digging in too much. Let those guys of size play one-on-one, but identifying our shooters so we can stop it, and also in transition, not giving them any good looks. Yeah. One thing we'll see is in the game, I saw them when they played man-to-man against certain teams like the Sales, watching them on film, but I also saw them play zone against Butler. So depending if they believe they can guard us man-to-man or if they're going to sit in zone, but we've prepared for both of them.
Yeah, I expect to see a little 1-3-1 by him, a little drop 2-3 probably.
Yes, sir.
But I do like your rebounder. He's tough.
Yeah, Kenyon Sykes, yes.
I think he's going to be a big factor tonight, would be my guess.
Yeah, he's one of them as well.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Waterson Trail in Louisville.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
From tools and equipment to tips on finishing your project, see the helpful folks at Crestwood Hardware, your locally owned Ace Hardware store. Built on more than a century of service, Crestwood Hardware offers Oldham County's best and most convenient selection of products for your home, farm, or garden. Visit Crestwood Hardware at 6536 West Highway 22, phone 502-241-8491. And for rewards when you shop, download the Ace Hardware app.
When you need protection and peace of mind with superior service, contact Jay Hall at Insurance Associates in LaGrange. Choose from their range of policies that cover what you value most, including dozens of top-name insurance companies like Westfield. For more information and a free no-obligation quote, call 502-222-9558. Insurance Associates at 204 West Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Insurance for all areas of your life. Time matters, and when you need a fast and easy car wash, try Clementine's. Family owned and open 24 hours a day. Clementine's is a touchless wash that can make your car look as good as new in as little as 3 minutes. Visit them at Kroger Fuel Center at 2010 Highway 53 in LaGrange. Clementine's, a proud supporter of high school athletics and juiced by Thomas Car Wash. Proud supporters of Oldham County High School's athletics. Robin Lawson and Financial Solutions Incorporated have been recognized over a dozen times as Oldham County's best financial planner. Robin and his team provide individuals and small businesses the tools needed to achieve their financial goals, because they care not just about the result, but also the process. Visit their office in LaGrange at 309 West Jefferson Street, or learn more online at oldhamfinancial.com. Financial Solutions Incorporated. Clarity for your financial future.
Blinds Direct, not just blinds. Blinds Direct, not just blinds.
You're watching Oldham High School's basketball from Glycod.
And back here, North Oldham High School, as we continue to get you set for Oldham High School's basketball this evening. Justin Kalin and Mark Evans back alongside you as we get you set with your inside look on tonight's game, presented by Blinds Direct. Looking for the best in home decor at Blinds Direct. They offer custom blinds, wallpaper, and more. Proudly supporting Louisville for over 30 years. Visiting blindsdirect.com for the area's best selection. Coach, let's go ahead and start for the visiting DuBois Lions. Inside look for them.
Thank you, Justin. Two major inside looks. Number one, the Lions must defend the give and go and the back doors well tonight. It's a strength of North, and DuBois tends to get out and really guard them tight. Second thing is the Lions have to locate the three-point shooters in transition. North Oldham does a great job getting the ball off the rim, getting the ball out, and finding those shooters, and DuBois are going to have to stop that.
How about for North Oldham?
North Oldham, they need to keep the Lions off the offensive glass. The Sykes kid for the Lions are awful tough, so they're going to have to keep him off the glass. The second thing is, I think we probably should see some zone tonight by Oldham. I know they've been working on it lately, so I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see them throw some 1-3-1, some 2-3, some 2-3 trap in there.
All right, there's your inside look. By the way, Kenyon Sykes, the guy you mentioned, 9.9 rebounds a game, so just a shade under 10. North Oldham will definitely have to keep an eye out for that here in this one. Before we get to our next break, just want to remind you that this broadcast is authorized by North Oldham High School with production rights owned by Glycod Media. Easy for me to say. Our aim is to provide the most positive representation for all student athletes, coaches, and game personnel. Thank you for watching. We'll be back on the other side, and I got a chance to catch up with North Oldham head coach David Levitch here in our pregame. You'll hear that conversation next as we continue to get you set for Oldham High School's basketball on Glycod.
Direct, not just blinds. Blinds Direct, not just blinds.
Check it. Ooh. Oh, no.
Need a better battery? Get an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Should have had an Interstate.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
Trying to be a responsible citizen and the best recycler you can be, but you just aren't sure what goes where? Google Oldham County Waste Wizard and check out the Wizard search engine. Just type in the name of your mystery item and see what pops up. It will tell you whether it goes in the trash, recycle bin, or donations. It tells you how to discard troublesome items like paint and televisions. Can you believe it even tells you how to get rid of a boat? Oldham County Waste Wizard, do you believe in magic?
This message funded by Oldham County Solid Waste Management.
Glycon on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycon.
Looking to ease the stress of running a business? Then count on the accountants at Kelly King & Company. They offer a wide array of services, including taxes, payroll, and bookkeeping, while providing deep analysis and strategic guidance to help you make sound, smart business decisions. Contact Troy in Crestwood at 502-241-5656 or visit them online at kingcpa.net. Kelly King & Company, proudly serving and supporting Oldham County for generations and a dedicated partner to small business.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
You're watching Oldham High School's basketball from Glycon.
Back here, North Oldham High School, as we continue to get you set for Oldham High School's basketball here on Glycod. Justin Kalin now joined by David Levitch, head coach of North Oldham, now in your 7th season, coach. It was a 10-day break for you all since your last game. How'd that work out with all the weather delays, and what did you do with your team? Did y'all get any practice time in prior to this one tonight?
We practiced, we got 2 days, just yesterday and Sunday, and then last week we got in on Wednesday and Thursday, but we actually needed it. We had played so many games from the King of the Bluegrass up into that South Oldham 2-day thing. So, I mean, we played 9 games in a very short period of time, so it was good for us. We needed to practice and kind of get ready for the second part of the season.
Yeah, you all were victorious in your last game, 69-42 versus Wagner. What did you see out of your squad in that one? Is it pretty well what you thought it would be at this point in the season?
We've been up and down. I mean, we've shown the talent to beat a team like Adair County, who's a top, 8 or 9 team in the state probably, and then we've shown the ability to lose the teams that we probably shouldn't lose to. So it's just kind of a consistency thing. We played fine. With the game before, we played Butler, who's like 11-2. We were up 13 and lost the game. We've been up in a couple games we've lost, so we just got to be able to finish games better.
Well, you all continuing to be led by Austin Sears, a freshman, 16.3 points per game. How's he been lately? What's it like to coach him?
Yeah, he's just a really good offensive player. He's a really good basketball player. Last year as an 8th grader, he showed some flashes. Even in practice, you could tell when he was a freshman, when some of those guys graduated last year, that he was probably going to be our leading scorer, one of our best players, and he started off guns blazing. He struggled in a few games during the tournament, had a couple really good games, but we played so many games, and he plays 28, 30 minutes a game. So I expect him to get back to his really good shooting ways going forward now that we have, a game, couple days of practice back in a regular routine. But yeah, he's carried us all year.
Yeah, you all quick opponent change tonight. You all were scheduled to play Lexington Christian Academy, now playing Webb DuBois. What have you seen with DuBois? What do you know about them, and just all that?
Yeah, we actually played them last year. They're a new school. They have a lot of young kids, and this year no exception to that. They have a kid number 3, Brown, their best player, averages 26 a game. So they have guys who can really play. They're athletic. They play super hard. They're well coached. They have another dude who averages 17 a game. So I'm anxious to get out there and watch our guys play again. It's been a 10-day break that we needed. We had a couple good days of practice, and we're going to have to bring it against a good team.
All right, Coach, any expectations for this one against DuBois?
No, I just, like I said a couple times, we have practiced really well the last couple days, so I expect us to come out ready to play from the jump. I've like I said also a couple times, I think our practices have really helped the last 4 or 5 days with this break from games, so I'm excited to get out there and, watch our guys.
All right, Coach. Well, best of luck. Thanks for taking some time for us. We'll be back with more Oldham High School's basketball right here on Glycon.
Yeah, I don't know when the Trinity game's going to be if your boss asks.
your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
From tools and equipment to tips on finishing your project, see the helpful folks at Crestwood Hardware, your locally owned Ace Hardware store. Built on more than a century of service, Crestwood Hardware offers Oldham County's best and most convenient selection of products for your home, farm, or garden. Visit Crestwood Hardware, 6536 West Highway 22, phone 502-241-8491. And for rewards when you shop, download the Ace Hardware app.
Time matters, and when you need a fast and easy car wash, try Clementine's. Family owned and open 24 hours a day. Clementine's is a touchless wash that can make your car look as good as new in as little as 3 minutes. Visit them at Kroger Fuel Center at 2010 Highway 53 in LaGrange. Clementine's, a proud supporter of high school athletics and juiced by Thomas Car Wash.
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
When you need protection and peace of mind with superior service, contact Jay Hall at Insurance Associates in LaGrange. Choose from their range of policies that cover what you value most, including dozens of top-name insurance companies like Westfield. For more information and a free no-obligation quote, call 502-222-9558. Insurance Associates at 204 West Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Insurance for all areas of your life.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in. Like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
You're watching Oldham High School's basketball from Glycod.
And back here, North Oldham High Schools, we continue to get you set for Oldham High School's basketball. Justin Kalin and Mark Evans back alongside you, and we've got to bring you your starting lineups brought to you by Mortensen Family Dental. A healthy smile means a healthier you. Visit Mortensen Dental to locate an office near you. First for the North Oldham Mustangs, 9-6 on the season. They're going to trot out Austin Sears, a 5'8 freshman. Number 10, Gray Schmidl, a 5'11 senior. Number 11, Brooks Cargold, a 6' senior. Number 12, Gus Soul, a 6' junior. And number 15, the final starter for North Oldham, a 6'5 junior. Coach, how about for DuBois? What are we looking at in terms of the starting lineup?
Justin, we're looking at J. Rye Brown. He's a sophomore guard, 6'1 sophomore. We're looking at Khalil Ogletree. He's a 6'1 sophomore guard. Looking at number 0, Kenyon Sykes. He's a 6'3 junior forward. Looking at Javion Scrub, 6' junior guard. And finally, we're looking at Tristan Lowry, He's a 5'10" 8th grader. 5'10" 8th grader.
Yeah, Jari Brown going to be the guy to watch. 26 points per game. You've also got Khalil Ogletree, those two sophomores. Ogletree putting up 17 points a game. Mentioned Sykes earlier in the pregame. 9.9 rebounds a game to go along with his 9 points per contest as well. So quite a few players for this DuBois team that could come in and compete. Like you mentioned, a newer program, but they have some studs on their team.
Yes, they do. They have 3 studs in particular that you've already mentioned, in Brown, Ogletree, and Sykes. I think tonight it's going to be important that they get a little bit from the other supporting cast, though, because you're dealing with a North Oldham team that's got a lot of balance, and they all shoot it pretty well.
Absolutely. As there's a look at your Mortensen Family Dental starting lineups, we are just about 90 seconds away from our lineup, or from our national anthem, rather, and the opening tip-off. So we'll slide in our final pregame break here, come back on the other side, and we'll get you that tip-off as well as some series.
Be a responsible citizen and the best recycler you can be, but you just aren't sure what goes where? Google Oldham County Waste Wizard and check out the Wizard search engine. Just type in the name of your mystery item and see what pops up. It will tell you whether it goes in the trash, recycle bin, or donations. It tells you how to discard troublesome items like paint and televisions. Can you believe it even tells you how to get rid of a boat? Oldham County Waste Wizard, do you believe in magic?
This message funded by Oldham County Solid Waste Management.
From Glycod, it's Oldham High School's basketball. Tonight's game is brought to you by Oldham County Solid Waste Management, featuring the Waste Wizard search engine. Anderson's Sales and Service, a top choice for homeowners and lawn professionals. Kinzer & Kinzer, delivering clean, comfortable air. State Farm Insurance Agent Leslie Gilly. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. German American Bank, serving our community since 1910. LaGrange Service Center, Mortensen Family Dental, Operation Parent, and Financial Solutions Incorporated. Now courtside for all the action of Oldham High School's basketball on Glycod.
And back here, North Oldham High School, Justin Kalen, Mark Evans alongside you as we are into our starting lineups now, which we gave you in that last segment. Let's take a look at him one more time as the DuBois starters being announced now. It's going to be Kenyon Sykes wearing number 0, Tristan Lowry wearing number 2, Jari Brown will be the guy we concentrate all night long wearing number 3, Javian Scrub wearing number 4, and Khalil Ogletree, a sophomore averaging 17.4 points per game wearing number 5, will be the final DuBois starter. And for North Oldham, pretty well the same it's been all season long. Austin Sears, a freshman. Gray Schmidl, a senior, 5'11". Brooks Cargold, a 6-foot senior. Gus Soul is a 6-foot junior. And Colin Daniels, a 6'5" junior. Coach, what do you make of those starting lineups? Anything stand out for either team there?
Well, I think we both know that the Mustangs are led by a freshman, Austin Sears. But when I watch North Oldham, I watch the same system I see every time from Levitt. He does a great job of spreading the court. They all shoot the 3 well. They all do pressure releases, gives and goes. You know, they backdoor cuts. That's what I see from them. I think they're going to be tough to deal with tonight. As far as the lines of DuBois, you know, you got to like them. They're very, very young, but boy, they've improved and improved and improved. And anytime you have two sophomores scoring, 40 of your points, that's pretty good. And then the Sykes kid, of course, the other 10. And like I said earlier, I think the key, though, is what are we going to get from some of their 8th graders tonight against the experience of North Oldham.
Yeah, certainly looks like they're set up well for the future, no doubt about that. As North Oldham, by the way, David Levitch, as I mentioned, in his 7th season, 114 wins to just 75 losses. He was the 8th region coach of the year a season ago. On the other side, James Alexander in his 3rd season at the helm here of DuBois, 30-36. As Lions head coach, they went 17-12 last season. He is a 2003 Male alumni, First season for playoff eligibility for DuBois as they will compete in the 7th Region 26th District as we are just about set for tip-off here in this one. Justin Kalin, Mark Evans, excited to bring you this contest as it will be North Oldham basketball to start things off. Mustangs in their home white uniforms, DuBois in their orange uniforms.
DuBois are opening up in a switching man-to-man. They play some man-to-man. They also play a little bit of zone, but they always switch in their man.
Brooks Cargold gets the scoring started for North Oldham, averaging just under 12 points a game. Also 4.6 rebounds a contest for Cargold. Now the first look at things here for the Lions as they're going to turn it over.
Yeah, as expected, Justin, the North Oldham's opened up in a 1-3-1, dropped to a 2-3.
Now inside, Daniels with it, floats it up, can't get it to fall. And look who's there on the rebound, Mr. Kenyon Sykes, who's pulling down 10 a game.
Back to the 1-3-1, not any hard traps, just basically a passive 1-3-1, just matching up with them on the wing.
Oh, we had girls varsity basketball prior to this one. North Oldham hosting Holy Cross. Narrow win for the Mustangs in that one as the boys are trying to follow suit. Three-pointer here, though, is going to fall through for Khalil Ogletree.
Yeah, Coach said he's been shooting the ball much, much better. Got a little bit of a 1-2-1-1 or 1-2-2 press, the boys.
North Oldham breaking it with ease as Cargold all the way to the bucket, can't convert. Now quickly up come the Lions on the up and under. Good finish there for Jeriah Brown.
Yeah, the Lions love to run. That's why they're pressing. They want to push tempo as well as typically North Oldham likes to push it also.
It's a DuBois team putting up 66.5 points per game, allowing 67.
Back to the man-to-man.
Here's Grace Schmidl in possession for North Oldham. On top for the freshman Sears. As he slices in the lane, his shot no good, and once again rebounded by Sykes.
I think the advantage tonight for the Lions is the rebounding from what I've seen both games.
Here's Jeriah Brown. He is not shy. He'll fire it up and convert.
Wow.
5 early points for him. Guy averaging 26 a game.
Shooting a little bit better than that 26% for the year from the three-point line right now.
Daniels with the miss on the inside, and back comes DuBois the other direction. Just their 3rd year as a basketball program. Sykes floats this one up and rebounded inside by Soule. 3 minutes through this first quarter already. As we've got an 8-2 lead for DuBois.
I'm impressed with DuBois, Justin. They're man-to-man. They're doing a really nice job of communicating and talking and covering.
Yeah, easy to see here in the early going just how athletic of a team they are, and they're paying it off so far. But Austin Sears with other ideas splashes home his 36th three of the year. Leads this North Oldham team from deep.
Yeah, the Lions are going to have to really, really work hard to keep them out of the middle because that's how your North Oldham scores a lot is the drives to the paint and the kicks for the threes.
North Oldham remaining in that zone, and a block there by Sears as the rebound inside. And a chance at the free throw line coming up now for Javian Scrub. As Gus Soule picks up the foul that time. So Scrub now at the line. First one is up, and that's going to come off the right iron. Another opportunity here for Scrub, as that one's short. Rebounded by Schmidl.
Yeah, Javian shoots about 57% from the free throw line. Needs to work on that because I think he gets to the line quite a bit.
Now the Mustangs trying to get within one or possibly tie this thing up, but they're going to throw it away as Colin Daniels was looking for Brooks Cargold. And that pass sailed on him out of bounds. Back to DuBois it goes here. Ogletree crosses the timeline with it. And now this one taken away by Schmidl. Gets it up for Cargold. In the corner, Sold, dropping it down low now. That's Tommy Gregg, the sophomore newly inserted into the game, and he gets it to fall.
Yeah, pretty impressive move. Nice little duck in and created a little space and knocked it down on a fall away.
Tommy Gregg with good size, 6'4" for the sophomore. And speaking of good size, Jeri Brown goes in and gets his 7th point of the game. Easy to see how he's averaging 26 a contest, Coach. Just aggressive getting to the bucket.
Absolutely. Quick, handles the ball well, and shoots it from the three-point line pretty good.
Now Cargold in possession, gets the screen from Gregg. Now floats it inside for Gregg, who gets it up and in.
Once again, Justin, the Lions are going to have to keep the ball out of the paint. That's fatal.
And with that, we are going to get a 30-second timeout, make it a full timeout with 3 minutes left in the quarter. We'll step aside for one as well. You're watching Oldham High School's basketball here this evening on Glycod.
Not just blinds. Blinds direct, not just blinds.
You're watching Oldham High School's basketball from Glycod.
For all the latest updates on all things high school athletics, including continuous score updates, visit glycod.com. We really enjoy what we do and appreciate your support. Justin Kalen back alongside Mark Evans as it is a 10-9 lead for DuBois over North Oldham. Coach, good start here for the Lions in this one.
Yeah, it's a good start all the way around. A little bit of 2-3 action by the Mustangs right now. And the 2-3's bothering DuBois just a bit.
Down low, it was Tommy Gregg with the block that time. Couple substitutions both ways here. As Rajon Pierre Rondo at 5'9", 7th grader in the game, as Austin Sears splashes home the 2. By the way, if that name familiar to you, Rajon Pierre Rondo, the son of Rajon Rondo. He played his college days at Kentucky, a long NBA career as well. And, Coach, a lot of hype around young Rondo here around these parts. He's going to be a special player.
Yeah, I've seen a little bit of film on him. I've also seen a game with him, and he's well beyond his years, but you would expect that. He's very talented, but he also knows the game extremely well. I was really impressed with him when they played their last game.
It's North Oldham now back on top by 1 as they're in possession here. Here is Rondo with it on top of the key. Kicks it out for Schmidl, a deadly three-point shooter, but this time drives in and misses.
Yeah, you have to give a little bit of credit to the Lions. They're really working hard to get out on those three-pointers and force them to take the ball to the basket. Got to have to pick your poison.
Rondo will bring it across the timeline here. Again, guarded by Brown, gets it into the lane, kicks it out now. Sears, his 3, got another one. Austin Sears now with 8 points here in this first quarter. And North Oldham on top by 4 with just over a minute left in the quarter. Here's Ogletree. Into the corner, three-point attempt here, a little long, batted out of bounds. Last touched by Austin Sears and the Mustangs.
Yeah, I think the Mustangs, I think that zone is working extremely well for the Mustangs. It's having the line shoot outside shots, and they're shooting 26% from the 3 for the year, so it's really working on the side of the Mustangs.
Gray Schmidl and Austin Sears coming over to the sideline for Coach Levitch. We've got under a minute to play. Step back here for Jeri Brown. Can't convert. As Rondo will bring it across now for North Oldham. His team on top by 4. Rondo inside, gets a defender in the air and draws the contact. Good move there by Rondo.
Quite impressive, Justin, quite impressive.
I'm really excited to see him develop throughout his career. Just a 7th grader. Coach, you've spent a lot of time on the sidelines coaching teams throughout your years. How hard is it for a 7th grader to play varsity?
Well, I've never seen too many that ever did. At one time, way back in girls basketball, Roy Bowling coached down in Laurel County. He was a legendary Hall of Fame coach, and he could bring them in as 7th and 8th graders, and they play 6 years, and they would be awful strong. But this Rondo young man, to lift somebody with a ball fake, get him in there and get up and under him, that was an NBA move we just saw.
Now he's got some experience, a guy to lean on that he can pick his brain. So he is seeing the early going. That as the three-pointer here for DuBois comes off the front iron. And Rondo will walk it up with 15 seconds left here in the quarter.
Yeah, Justin, I think that DuBois is settling for that three-pointer. I think that's going to get him in trouble.
Now in the corner, Tommy Gregg's three. He gets it to fall. And the lead now up to 9 as we got under a second, and they will not get a shot off as that'll bring us to the end of one quarter of play. North Oldham 19, DuBois 10. We'll step aside for a quick break. You're watching Oldham High School's basketball here tonight on Glycod.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
You're watching Oldham High School's basketball from Glycod.
And back here, North Oldham High School, where it is the Mustangs 19-10 over the Lions of DuBois. Justin Kalen, Mark Evans back alongside you. And, Coach, it was a good start to this game for DuBois. North Oldham, however, really asserted their dominance as that first quarter went on.
Well, as Gary Forrest would say, a little bit of fool's gold right off the bat. You had DuBois knock down 2 threes. That's not their strength, not when you're shooting 26%. And now they've continued to take the outside shot, and the game's flipped for North Oldham.
We'll see how they attack things here in the second quarter, as they will start with the basketball as Khalil Ogletree in possession. Tried to get it over to a teammate, but taken away by Gus Soul. And he'll attack the bucket. No good. Daniels, though, the offensive rebound. Austin Sears with the mid-range 2 gets it to fall. Austin Sears now with 10 points in the game. Came in averaging 16 a contest. Well on his way to his season average. 21-10 here. As Jeriah Brown drops it down low, that pass a little too much mustard on it as it goes right through the hands.
Yeah. Coach Alexander said they've been working a lot on zone this week. They thought they would see zone, well they are. But like I said, unfortunately, they're not finding any creases in the North Oldham zone, and therefore they're just settling for outside shots, which will get them in trouble.
North Oldham with a chance here to extend their 11-point lead as Colin Daniels backing down his man. Leaves this one off for Sears, and he stays hot in the early going.
Yeah, goes right or goes left. He's tough. Very impressive. Very impressive.
Making an early case for most outstanding player here in this one as another takeaway by the Mustangs. Here comes Rondo inside the up and under. Thought he had his own offensive rebound, but taken away by Kenyon Sykes, and then we're going to get a jump ball, but it'll stay here with the Mustangs. Javian Scrub checking back in for Coach Alexander. Quinn Woods will head to the sideline. Another 8th grader receiving all kinds of playing time this season for DuBois. As here is Sears driving baseline, cross court for Soul. Soul now to Rondo. Rondo goes the opposite way of the screen and gets to the bucket with ease for his second finish. And with that, we are going to get a timeout taken by DuBois with 6:17 left here in this first half. North Oldham 25, DuBois 10. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll squeeze one in ourselves here. You're watching Oldham High School's basketball on Glycod.
You cannot depend on Oliver's parallel parking.
Hey, you got it, man!
But you can always depend on his car starting because he has an Interstate battery. Interstate Batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
You're watching Oldham High School's basketball from Glycod.
And back here, North Oldham High School. Oldham High School's basketball here this evening on Glycod. Justin Kalen, Mark Evans alongside you. Mike Sumner on camera for this evening. Jeff Cooper is our on-site producer. As we have got domination here by North Oldham in the early going in this one, 25-10, they're leading. Coach, how have they built such a good lead?
Well, we talked about before, Justin, pretty much DuBois is settling for outside shots and missing them, and that helps North Oldham run out pretty much and get pretty much anything they want. They're just dominating right now as far as the scoring ability.
Boys was trying to answer on this end as Jeri Brown couldn't get the shot to fall. Brown with a quick 7 points in that first quarter, a guy who's averaging 26 points per game, but so far here in this second quarter, he's been shut out as North Oldham now with a chance to extend that lead.
Yeah, we got DuBois going into a 1-3-1 trap and trying to turn the game a little bit.
That was Schmidl on the missed three. You don't see that too often. Pretty deadly three-point shooter, as I mentioned earlier in the contest.
Yes, he is. They have 5 players that can knock down threes pretty regular.
Makes Coach Levich's job all that easier as Daniels inside. Tough finish attempt there, and he can't get it to fall as back comes DuBois.
Well, Coach Levich could shoot it, too, for a long time. I don't know if he still has the record, but I know he scored over 1,800 points here at North before he went on to Louisville.
He does not have it still. Trying to think of the young man's name who broke his record a couple of years ago. Dallas Roberts, thank you to Jeff Cooper.
Yeah, I remember Dallas Roberts. He was a heck of a player.
He was a heck of a player. As coming out of the game now for DuBois is Tristan Lowry, the 8th grader. As over the top here, Brown thought about the deep three, instead drives in, leaves it short, rebounded inside. That's Brooks Cargold coming across the timeline with it. Down to 5 minutes to play here in this first half, a briskly played first half. As Cargold's three, nothing but nylon. That was a beautiful shot there.
Yeah, DuBois went back to the man-to-man that time to try to stop some of these threes, but to no avail.
Now drive it inside with it. Ogletree with the tough finish up and in. Breaks the drought now for DuBois. Inside Daniels. Now out for Schmidl. He'll give it back to Daniels, who slams it home. First points of the game for Colin Daniels, the 6'5 junior.
Pretty impressive.
And now a near takeaway, and they will take it away as Cargold lays it up and in. Cargold now with 7 points here in this first half.
Yeah, the Mustangs are doing a great job with the zone. Quality communication, shooting gaps, and getting steals. It's going to be a real problem for DuBois.
The Mustangs have bumped their lead up to 20 as Ogletree looking for the answer. That somehow comes off. Cargold, quick outlet up. Sears, sidestep three, and this one long. Daniels battling for the rebound, and Ogletree's going to clear it. Now behind the back he goes. Gets it off to his left for Scrub. Scrub now sends it to the left for Brown. Brown back to Scrub. Inside, that ball batted around, and Cargold comes away with it. And with 2:23 left here, 3:23 rather left here in this first half of play, we're going to get another timeout. North Oldham takes it. They lead by 20, 32-12, 30-second timeout. We'll squeeze one in ourselves. You're watching Oldham High School's basketball right here on Glycod.
Supporters of Oldham County High School's athletics. Robin Lawson and Financial Solutions Incorporated have been recognized over a dozen times as Oldham County's best financial planner. Robin and his team provide individuals and small businesses the tools needed to achieve their financial goals because they care not just about the result, but also the process. Visit their office in LaGrange at 309 West Jefferson Street or learn more online at oldhamfinancial.com. Financial Solutions Incorporated. Clarity for your financial future.
You're watching Oldham High School's basketball from Glycod.
And back here, North Oldham High School as the Mustangs outscoring DuBois 13-2 here in this second quarter. Justin Caitlin, Mark Evans back alongside you as it has been domination thus far for the Mustangs. And that continues here as Grace Schmidl knocks down his first three. And that North Oldham lead now up to 23.
Yeah, well, the Lions came out with a high 1-3-1 and trapping, and the Mustangs were picture perfect with ball movement right to the three-point open shooter. So the 1-3-1 is probably not going to be the answer for DuBois.
Turnover here for DuBois on this end. And, Coach, we just talked about it moments ago, there's about 5 guys on this North Oldham team that can knock it down with regularity. Surprised to see DuBois in the zone as Grace Schmidl knocks down another one?
Well, I think what they're trying to do, Justin, is that they were trying to get up there and be long and trap and get some turnovers, but that's backfired for them. They need to get back into their man-to-man and try to run them off the line if possible.
North Oldham's lead now up to 26. And we're still in the first half of play, under 2.5 to go here in the half. As out here, three-pointer. That one comes up empty as Daniels comes away with the rebound. Into the corner for the freshman Sears. Now on top, Cargold. He'll slice into the lane, leaves it short, and they're going to call contact there. So free throws upcoming for Cargold, and that's something we have not seen a whole lot of here in this first half. Someone taking a trip to the line.
No, we haven't, only just a few. North passes the ball extremely well, too. We talk about how well they shoot the ball, but one of the reasons they shoot the ball so well is they move the ball well and they get the great shot. And they're capable of knocking it down. The Achilles heel, though, from DuBois is they just don't shoot the ball well from the outside. Mm-hmm. The zone is just killing them.
Cargold, one more opportunity here from the stripe, able to go 1 of 2. He's now got 8 points in the contest as we've got just over 2 minutes left in the half.
Been a bad half for DuBois, a bad quarter anyway. I think they've scored 2 points so far, Justin, in the entire quarter. The zone is just killing them.
Meanwhile, North Oldham has put up 20 here in this second quarter to really put some distance between them and the Lions as Jeriah Brown, another chance down low, can't get it to fall. Rondo coming across the timeline, gets it over for Sears. He'll fire another three. Ogletree clears the board. He'll go with a full head of steam down the floor. How about that cut to the basket all the way for the finish?
Yeah, great step-through move in the open court. That's what they need to see more of, some transition baskets.
Makes it 39-14 as we're down to 80 seconds left in the half. Rondo's attempt at the bucket comes up short. Now Jeriah Brown behind the back kicks it out for Ogletree. His three long. And Schmidl clears the board. Now Cargold, he's got it on top. Under a minute to play here in the half.
Great give and go.
Tommy Gregg with another bucket, and Tommy Gregg has been active here in the early going of this one.
Yeah, a little pick and roll action. The Dragons, I'm sorry.
Wrong Oldham County school.
Oldham County. The Mustangs do just a super job of backdoor cutting, give and goes, pick and rolls. Just tremendously well coached.
I won't tell anybody from South Oldham you said that, Coach.
I know. I'm sorry. Either way. I knew I'd do that. I thought about it.
Down to 30 seconds left here in the half. As Rondo has that ball taken away, and now he gets it back. So he leaves it off for Cargold. Down to 15. Cargold back towards the timeline. His team leading 41-14 as we've got under 10 to play. Cargold looking for a screen from Gregg. Gets it. Turns it down. Now over Schmidl. Step back three. Rattles around, and that'll fall off and bring us to our halftime break. North Oldham, a fantastic start in this one. 41-14 they lead here at the halftime break. We'll step aside for a halftime break as well. Come back on the other side. We'll bring you some statistics from that first half of play. Stick with us for that. You're watching Oldham High School's basketball here tonight on Glycod.
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
Looking to ease the stress of running a business? Then count on the accountants at Kelly King & Company. They offer a wide array of services, including taxes, payroll, and bookkeeping, while providing deep analysis and strategic guidance to help you make sound, smart business decisions. Contact Troy in Crestwood at 502-241-5656 or visit them online at kingcpa.net. Kelly King & Company, proudly serving and supporting Oldham County for generations and a dedicated partner to small business.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Waterson Trail in Louisville.
Time matters, and when you need a fast and easy car wash, try Clementine's. Family owned and open 24 hours a day. Clementine's is a touchless wash that can make your car look as good as new in as little as 3 minutes. Visit them at Kroger Fuel Center at 2010 Highway 53 in LaGrange. Clementine's, a proud supporter of high school athletics and juiced by Thomas Car Wash.
Trying to be a responsible citizen and the best recycler you can be, but you just aren't sure what goes where? Google Oldham County Waste Wizard and check out the Wizard search engine. Just type in the name of your mystery item and see what pops up. It will tell you whether it goes in the trash, recycle bin, or donations. It tells you how to discard troublesome items like paint and televisions. Can you believe it even tells you how to get rid of a boat? Oldham County Waste Wizard, do you believe in magic?
This message funded by Oldham County Solid Waste Management.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Oldham County Solid Waste Management. Find out how to recycle or dispose of any item with Waste Wizard at oldhamcountyky.gov under Solid Waste Management.
And back here, North Oldham High School, as we are smack dab in the middle of our halftime break. By the way, tonight's scoreboard is presented by Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions. Clarity for your financial future. Justin Kalin, Mark Evans back alongside you. Coach, it was a 19-10 lead for the Mustangs after one. They now lead 41-14. How did it all go down in that first half?
Well, unfortunately, Justin, numbers don't lie. DuBois didn't shoot that well in the season, and they didn't shoot well in that half. For DuBois, the Lions, they were 6 of 23 from the field for 26%. They were 2 of 8 from the free throw line for 25%, and that was strictly against the zone, so they really had some problems. For the North Oldham Mustangs, they look like the Mustangs that we see about every time we watch them play. They're sharp tonight. 16 of 32 for 50% from the field, and they're 6 from 10 from the three-point line at 60%. So, like I said, numbers don't lie. On the year, the Mustangs will shoot 48% field goal, 38 from the three, whereas the boys will shoot 40% field goal percent, 26 from the three. So you're just getting what you get.
Yeah, big difference in that first half as the Mustangs race out to a 41-14 lead. We'll step aside for another break here. Come back on the other side. I'll get you some individual scoring. A little light on the DuBois side of things. Mustangs with 6 guys finding the scoring column. I'll get you all those updates on the other side. Stick with us. We've got more Oldham High School's basketball coverage coming right up on Glycon.
Be a responsible citizen and the best recycler you can be, but you just aren't sure what goes where? Google Oldham County Waste Wizard and check out the Wizard search engine. Just type in the name of your mystery item and see what pops up. It will tell you whether it goes in the trash, recycle bin, or donations. It tells you how to discard troublesome items like paint and televisions. Can you believe it even tells you how to get rid of a boat? Oldham County Waste Wizard, do you believe in magic?
This message funded by Oldham County Solid Waste Management.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in, like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
When you need protection and peace of mind with superior service, contact Jay Hall at Insurance Associates in LaGrange. Choose from their range of policies that cover what you value most, including dozens of top-name insurance companies like Westfield. For more information and a free no-obligation quote, call 502-222-9558. Insurance Associates at 204 West Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Insurance for all areas of your life. Proud supporters of Oldham County High School's athletics. Robin Lawson and Financial Solutions Incorporated have been recognized over a dozen times as Oldham County's best financial planner. Robin and his team provide individuals and small businesses the tools needed to achieve their financial goals because they care not just about the result, but also the process. Visit their office in LaGrange at 309 West Jefferson Street or learn more online at oldhamfinancial.com. Financial Solutions Incorporated. Clarity for your financial future.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You're watching Oldham High School's basketball from Glycon.
And back here, North Oldham High School, as we continue your Oldham High School's basketball coverage tonight on Glycod. Justin Kalen, Mark Evans back alongside you as we took a look at our team statistics in that first halftime segment. Let's now turn to your individual statistics. By the way, tonight's halftime stats are brought to you by German American Bank. Support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for more info. As let's go ahead and take a look for DuBois. 2 scores, Coach. We've got 7 points for Jeri Brown, who is this team's leading scorer. Leo Ogletree, the second team's leading scorer, also with 7 points in that first half. That wraps up the scoring for the Lions. Meanwhile, on the other side of things for North Oldham, they were led by the freshman Alston Sears, 12 points, 9 points for Tommy Gregg, a sophomore, 8 points for Brooks Cargold, 6 points for Gray Schmidl, 4 for Rajon Pierre Rondo, and 2 for Colin Daniels. So a lot more guys finding the scoring column for the Mustangs in that first half.
Yeah, and on paper you would know that, Justin. It pretty much is their MO. They all could score it, and they look for each other.
By the way, I announced our scoreboard. It's actually presented this evening by Oldham County Waste Wizards, so wanted to get that right as we are just about set for second half action. 41-14, North Oldham on top. Justin Kalen, Mark Evans here with you. And, Coach, interesting there, DuBois not warming up prior to this second half. Does that surprise you at all?
Well, yeah, I think I would have got down and got some shots off, Justin, but realistically, for this team to have a chance, they're going to have to get the ball inside and attack the basket.
Well, and they listened to you there, get it inside, but Colin Daniels sends it away. Now back come the Mustangs the other direction.
Yeah, they're back in their man-to-man as far as the Lions go. They're going to have to stay in man-to-man. They're going to have to try to stay in front of these players from North. That's about their only hope to get themselves back in this game.
Unforced turnover there by the Mustangs. I haven't seen too many of those tonight.
No, the turnover battle is pretty lopsided. It's more DuBois against the 2-3 zone.
Cargold nearly gets the takeaway. Jeri Brown inside has it fall off as Gus Soul clears the board. Now Soul crossing the timeline with it.
Don't seem to be any quit in DuBois. They're coming out going hard right now. And I think they do have to take the ball to the basket, try to get to the free throw line a little bit. But unfortunately, their Achilles heel is shooting across the board. They don't shoot it well from the 3, the 2, or the free throw line as a team.
Makes life tough when you can't knock down shots.
Yeah, you got to be able to knock them down, especially against that zone that the Mustangs played. I was pretty sure we would see it, and that's exactly what Coach Levitch put out there for us.
Well, now Austin Sears is going to go to the free throw line as they've teed up James Alexander, the DuBois head coach. I don't know if he just said something that the officials took offense to or what, but they tee him up, and Sears knocks down the first free throw.
Yeah, I didn't see what went on, Justin. I missed that one.
Yeah, Sears goes 1 of 2 here. He's now got 13 in the game to lead it for North Oldham. Soul will inbound here for Cargold. A minute through this third quarter of play. Cargold leaves this one off for Soul. Soul now uses the Daniels screen, gets it into the corner. Schmidl. Back to Soul. And he'll hand this one off for Sears, who floats it up and in.
Little short quarter, perfect cut to the basket. Great basket cut.
Sears now just 1 point away from his season average of 16.3. He's got 15 here in this one. And just like you mentioned, Coach, they go to the inside, draw some free throws as Jeri Brown will head to the stripe.
Yeah, the first half they settled for the outside shot after they made the first 2 threes, and that was a killer for them for the entire half.
Brown with those pink shoes, able to knock down the first free throw. And gets them both. As he's up now to 9 points in the game.
Into a 2-2-1 press, trying to get a turnover.
Soul crossing the timeline with it. Up for Sears. Drops it down low. Daniels who gets it up and in.
I'm just extremely impressed with the ball movement of the Mustangs. They're just so smart. They play so well together.
Sykes with it down low, leaves this one off, and the up and under, no good that time by Scrub.
Sorry, Justin. They're going to need for a few of those to fall for them here sooner than later.
Played 2 minutes into this third quarter. North Oldham lead up to 30 now. It's really been a dominating performance for them here in this one.
Yeah, shot the ball extremely well.
As Daniels now inside, going to bully his way to the bucket. That one no good. Cargold had an attempt, and he can't convert either. And now quickly the other direction comes Jeri Brown. Last touched by North Oldham, so it'll stay here with the Lions. For me, Coach, with this North Oldham team, it's the speed. When they really put their head down and go full steam down the court, they're a quick team.
Well, they move well with the ball. They all handle the ball extremely well. They pass it forward well. They space themselves well, and they're extremely good on back cuts and give and goes.
Ogletree's floater comes off the side iron. Now Cargold trapped, able to get it up though for Soul, who gets it out now for the sophomore Tommy Gregg. Back out for Cargold. Soul in possession here. Over to Sears. Cargold waiting for the screen from Daniels. Will step back and fire. Rebounded by Jeri Brown. Brown loses it, but fortunately it falls right into the hands of one of his teammates. Now around the horn, Ogletree's three, long. Rebounded by Sears. He'll quickly go up for Daniels, who slams home another one.
Yeah, excellent ball movement by DuBois that time, but once again, you got to be able to knock that shot down, and they're just struggling.
And we are going to get a 30-second timeout called here by the Lions. They trail by 32 with 4:39 left here in this game. We'll sneak in a break as well. Stick with us. You're watching Oldham High School's basketball here tonight on Glycod.
Time matters, and when you need a fast and easy car wash, try Clementine's. Family owned and open 24 hours a day. Clementine's is a touchless wash that can make your car look as good as new in as little as 3 minutes. Visit them at Kroger Fuel Center at 2010 Highway 53 in LaGrange. Clementine's, a proud supporter of high school athletics and juiced by Thomas Car Wash.
You're watching Oldham High School's basketball from Glycod.
And back here, North Oldham High School, where it has been all Mustangs in this one. 48-16 they lead. Justin Galen back here alongside Mark Evans. Coach, this is one of those games that if you're Coach Levitch on that North Oldham sideline, you're having a good time here tonight.
Yeah, you're having a real good time. I've seen them play 2 or 3 times this year, and this is the sharpest I've seen them, which is a little surprising with all the snow and the ice and kids not being able to be in the gym. So maybe they needed the break, but they sure do look sharp.
I've not played a game in 10 days, Coach Levitch said in our pregame interview. Did get a couple days of practice, so potentially that helped them leading up to this one as the bucket inside by Javian Scrub. And that is the first player not named Jeri Brown or Khalil Ogletree to score for the Lions. As Rejon Pierre Rondo back in the game now for North Oldham. Down low for Tommy Gregg. Gregg uses his size, floats it up, and leaves it short.
I'd like to have seen him use the glass that time, Justin. I think that would have helped him out a little bit.
Now Ogletree will get aggressive on the other end and draw the contact. It's like they're watching our Glycod broadcast, Coach. You came out of here in this second half. You said they've got to be aggressive, attack the hoop, get to the line. so far they've done just that here in this third quarter.
They're doing everything they can do, Justin. And they're busting their tails on the defensive end right now, too. But like I said, problem with that is you get on your crowd north on the three-point arc, they back cut you to death. And they're just sharp. They just, like I said, they execute all levels really well. For being as young as they are, especially.
Sure. As Cargold goes over to the North Oldham sideline, Gray Schmidl back out on the floor. As Ogletree will try to knock down his second free throw and does so successfully. So he's now got 8 points in the game. And a little backcourt trap, and it's going to be a takeaway.
Yeah, got in the 1-2-1-1. I always like that press a lot. You can get quick things out of it. Now, after a while, they get used to it. You have to back it off and maybe change it to a 2-2-1 or a man press. But they got exactly what they wanted.
As Rondo picks up the foul at the end of that play, but the possession will belong here to DuBois, who trail 48-19 with just under 4 minutes to play here in this third quarter. Offensive rebound here. Now back out, Ogletree will fire the three. Batted out, rebounded by Schmidl.
Yeah, I thought that would be the one advantage that DuBois might have is the rebounding edge, but that would be about it by looking at the stats.
Ogletree on the takeaway gets it to fall. He's now got double figures, but the other way, Tommy Gregg gets it to go in. Tommy Gregg now with 11 points here in this one as we've got just over 3 to play in this third. Now Jeriah Brown on the floater, leaves it short. Gregg has the board.
That's excellent defense by Rondo. I mean, he's playing against another youngster, a sophomore, but my gosh.
Oh, just think a sophomore coach 4 years older than him. It's crazy as Gregg step back here. Leaves it short, rebounded by Jeriah Brown. Quickly up for Ogletree. Back come the Mustangs. Rondo over for Schmidl. Schmidl down low. Daniels, and he slams another one. Math's not my strong suit, but that's 3 dunks now for Colin Daniels, the 6'5 junior here in this one.
Well, somebody's losing him. He's been wide open every single time. I don't know if the defense has been drawn to one and kicked down, but he's been wide open for those big dunks.
And speaking of wide open, Austin Sears is as well for the three.
Yeah, he's a tremendous freshman.
He's now got 18 points in the game. What a performance as North Oldham on top now by 34. And then a turnover here for the Lions. They've just been completely overmatched here in this one thus far, as we are going to get another timeout taken with 1:56 left here in this third quarter. North Oldham 55, DuBois 21, as it'll be a full timeout, so we'll slide one in ourselves. Stick with us. You've got more Oldham High School's basketball coming right up on Glycod.
To ease the stress of running a business? Then count on the accountants at Kelly King & Company. They offer a wide array of services, including taxes, payroll, and bookkeeping, while providing deep analysis and strategic guidance to help you make sound, smart business decisions. Contact Troy in Crestwood at 502-241-5656 or visit them online at kingcpa.net. Kelly King & Company, proudly serving and supporting Oldham County for generations and a dedicated partner to small business.
You're watching Oldham High School's basketball from Glycod.
Oldham High School's basketball tonight on Glycod. 55-21, North Oldham leading over the DuBois Lions. Coach, DuBois only in their third year as a basketball program. Kind of an unfair matchup here for this one, for them here in this one tonight. North Oldham has been one of the premier Oldham County teams the last several years, and that has really shown here throughout this one.
Well, when you're shooting the ball as well as North is shooting the ball tonight, they'd be hard to beat. They could beat about anybody in the state. As Coach Levitt was talking about some of their games, they're up, they're down, probably a little bit of inconsistency, but DuBois has ran into an awful hot shooting team. And unfortunately for DuBois, shooting the ball and scoring is not in their strengths as far as the outside shot goes. They're more of a transition team that scores inside and gets offensive rebounds, and this hasn't worked out so well.
And coming out of the timeout now, it will be Mustangs basketball. So lead by 34. Rondo back on the floor. He's out there with Tommy Gregg, Gus Soul, Gray Schmidl, and Oakland Shearer, a 6'5 sophomore, has the three from the corner. Coach, was that one banked in there by Tommy Gregg?
Well, like I said, that's when you're hitting on all cylinders, they all go in.
So now gets the lead up to 37. That'll get us a running clock here in the third quarter. Once you get to 35 in the state of Kentucky, they keep that clock running, so the rest of this one should go pretty quickly as another takeover here by North Oldham. Schmidl up for Rondo as he lays it up and in. Rondo now with 6 points here in this one as we've got under a minute to play here in this third quarter.
Yeah, Coach is getting back in Brown for the lines. He set a little bit and had a little bit of a break. Been a tough night for him, though.
That's Khalil Ogletree trying to make something happen on the step back. Rebounded initially by Rondo, but taken away by Sykes, and he's going to draw some contact on his pursuit to the bucket.
But the boys hadn't quit trying. I mean, they're out there. They're doing everything they can. They're 1-2-1-1 pressing. They're 2-2-1 pressing. They're playing tough man-to-man defense. But, North Oldham, the Mustangs are just extremely sharp.
Now, there's no doubt about it. This is the DuBois team that, by all accounts, has not given up in this game. They're continuing to play hard, so hats off to them for that as Kenyon Sykes knocks down the first free throw. His first points of the contest. Another opportunity here for Sykes as he lines it up. Spins that ball in his fingers and gets one of two. And now ball batted around and another foul down low as that clock continues to run.
Yeah, great extra effort, though, by Kenyon Sykes. He's a warrior. He battles and battles. That's why he's pretty much a double-double guy, almost 10 and 10.
As now he'll go back to the free throw line here. Just under 10 points a game, 10 rebounds a game, 9.6 points per contest, 9.9 rebounds a game. Been a strong rebounding effort for him tonight. Scoring, however, has been much more difficult. There's a chance here at the free throw line for his third point, and he'll get it.
2-2-1 press, looking to trap corners.
Ball nearly taken away as Rondo a little errant on the pass. Now he'll float it across for Shearer. Up now for Soul, down to 10 seconds left in the quarter.
North Oldham does a nice job of skipping away from pressure.
Now Gregg keeps possession alive, but now he throws it away for Jeri Brown, who slams it home to end the third quarter as that'll make it 60-26. And we've got one final quarter to play here from North Oldham. We'll step aside for our quarter break here, come back on the other side, and we'll bring you that fourth quarter action. You're watching Oldham High School's basketball here tonight on Glycod.
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
Blinds Direct, not just blinds. Blinds Direct, not just blinds.
You're watching Oldham High School's basketball from Glycod.
And final quarter set to get underway. North Oldham 60, DuBois 26 up on our scoreboard. Justin Kalen, Mark Evans back alongside you. Coach, get me into a mind of a coach here. If you are Coach Alexander on that DuBois sideline, your team trailing by 34, what are you telling your guys?
Well, it's a teaching opportunity, Justin. It's Coach knows he's young. Coach also knows that tonight the shots just aren't falling for them. But with all that being said, North Oldham provides a really good opportunity for DuBois to work on their man-to-man defense, stay strong that way, and keep attacking the basket. And they're doing a nice job of it right now.
I get the takeaway there, but nearly turn it back over. How about on the other side of things for Coach Levitch? You're leading by 34 heading into this final quarter, a running clock. How are you attacking things if you're the Mustangs?
Well, you don't change anything other than you might try to work on your depth a little bit and add a player here or there, give them a little bit more minutes, a little bit more time that you've been trying to do in some of the other games. Just keep on executing. They played a very, very strong game tonight overall.
Absolutely, they have, as Tommy Gregg misses that shot.
And what you don't want to do is you don't want to end on a bad note. They turned the ball over here 2 or 3 times just recently. You don't want to end that way. He wants them to stay sharp, keep the turnovers down, and continue to move the ball and share the ball.
Ball going back to DuBois here. We do have a running clock for the entirety of this fourth quarter, as North Oldham able to get that lead up to nearly 40 in that third quarter of play. And prior to the offensive possession here, we're going to get another timeout taken by Coach Alexander, as he'll take a minute to discuss things with his team. We'll slide in a break ourselves. North Oldham 60, DuBois 26 up on our scoreboard. We've got the rest of the ballgame coming right up for you. Oldham High School's basketball tonight on Glycod.
When you need protection and peace of mind with superior service, contact Jay Hall at Insurance Associates in LaGrange. Choose from their range of policies that cover what you value most, including dozens of top-name insurance companies like Westfield. For more information and a free no-obligation quote, call 502-222-9558. Insurance Associates at 204 West Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Insurance for all areas of your life.
You're watching Oldham High School's basketball from Glycod.
And back here, North Oldham High School, as we've got Oldham High School's basketball coverage tonight for you on Glycod. Justin Kalen, Mark Evans back alongside you. Jeff Cooper, our on-site producer. Mike Sumner on camera for us this evening. And, Coach, if you're a North Oldham fan, it's been a fun ball game for you.
It's been a great night. It's a good night to get out, a little bit cold out, but it's a good night to get back and get the season rolling again after all the weather that we've had.
I'll be the first to tell you, I'm just glad to be back on the call this week.
Thrilled.
Last week was pretty brutal with our weather, a lot of postponements and cancellations. So nice to be back here with you all on Glycod as another takeaway by North Oldham here. As Tommy Gregg spinning into the lane, and he's had a great performance here tonight.
Yeah, kept that pivot foot down, made a nice step through, and finished well. He's pretty impressive inside. He's got some decent post moves.
By my count, 16 points now for Tommy Gregg, who gets the takeaway here. Under 6 to play here in this one. Gregg down low for Daniels, and Daniels will get fouled. That clock continues to run. If you're calling Daniels, you take your time here at the stripe now. Well, now they're going to stop the clock.
No, they stop it.
They should stop it.
Yeah, they do stop
it. They did not, though.
Yeah. I think when he receives the ball right at that time, they pretty much stop.
That checks out. Long on the first one for Daniels.
Back into the last number 5, Ogletree, number 0, Sykes. And for the Mustangs, number 12, Soul. Number 14, Rondo.
Rondo back out on the floor now for North Oldham.
Back into the lines, right number 4, Strong.
Colin Daniels will have one more opportunity here from the stripe. And does get it to fall, but I think we've got a lane violation. Was that the call there?
Yes, it was. It was just a lane. Stepped across.
Now back with DuBois it goes. North Oldham 62-26 leading here in this one. DuBois looking just for any sort of momentum to take out of this gymnasium tonight moving forward for the rest of the season. And we were talking a little bit off here, Coach. They've played a pretty solid schedule this year have the Lions, and a lot more times than not, they've been in those games. Just a hot performance tonight for North Oldham.
Well, I think the great difference was scouting. The longer you get in season, the more people see you, and it was pretty easy to see even when I watched the tape of DuBois. I watched them play a good Grayson County team. It's obvious that zone is a defense to play, so I think that's what got him tonight.
David Bradley, a 6'5 sophomore, newly into the game now for Coach Levitch and the Mustangs. As Jeri Brown will try to get the three to fall. Rebounded by Soul. Under 5 to play here in this one.
Back to a 1-3-1, trying to get trapped in a turnover. Now back into a man-to-man, just a quick 1-3-1.
Here goes Tommy Gregg again, as he is going to be fouled. No, they're going to call him for the push-off, the offensive foul.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought it was either a travel or a push-off.
Use that off arm to kind of get some distance between him and the defender.
Back in the 1-3-1 zone and quick, easy steal.
Greg gets it right back, spinning in the lane. That would have been an athletic finish. As this ball batted out of bounds, but it'll stay here with North Oldham.
Pretty good defense on him, Justin. He got in there too deep and didn't have anywhere to go with the ball. So you're right, it would have been a pretty athletic save.
Now in for Rondo in the backcourt.
Doing a nice job, move the ball before they can make the trap.
Down low for Bradley. Back out now, Soul. No look pass for Tommy Gregg, who gets it back out to Soul. Now Bradley will float it up. That one comes off. And a foul down low as Sykes cleared the rebound.
But North Oldham did a nice job of using short corners and kicks, but just couldn't get anything to fall that time.
It's Javian Scrub inbounding it here. Jeri Brown coming across the timeline with it inside, blocked away. As we're going to get another foul called down low. And I'll tell you what, Lions have done a great job here in this second half, Coach, getting to the line just like you asked for. They've been aggressive, drove to the hoop, and they're continually getting contact.
Yeah, so they've learned something, Justin, in this game. You know, you can't settle. They hit a couple threes right at the beginning of the ball game and then thought they were three-point shooters, which they're not, and it cost them. You know, it gave North Oldham all kinds of opportunities to run out and get in their rhythm. But the second half, they've done a nice job of battling back and fighting.
Jeri Brown misses them both. As Bradley comes down with a board, Rondo driving sideline. They're going to say he stepped out.
Out of bounds to the Lions.
Official Johnny on the spot with that one.
Yeah, I think it got nudged out a little bit, to be honest with you, but that's, you know, it's a...
Come on, Coach, 36-point game.
Yeah, that's my point. You said it, Justin, you said it.
As now Ogletree inside gets it blocked away. Bradley fouls him on the putback attempt, so a chance for a three-point play here for Khalil Ogletree. Second foul on David Bradley as a host of younger talent coming onto the floor now for North Oldham. As it's going to be Eli Green, a 5'8 sophomore, Henry Howard, a 5'11 sophomore, and Ryan Seeley, a 6-foot sophomore, coming on now for Coach Levitch.
Number 24, Bananas.
Also, Jack Bazane's coming into the game, number 24. He is a 6'5 junior.
Great pass.
Couldn't get the finish, however, as we're down to 2 minutes left in the game. Quickly up and getting it up and in for Javian Scrub, his second bucket of the night. Nice ball batted around. Things getting a little sloppy here for North Oldham, and they can't finish down low. Now Bradley. Howard's three, no good. Quickly up, Sykes lays it up and in. Down to 90 seconds left, and that Mustangs lead now down to 29. Good spurt here for the Lions to close out this game. As driving in and laying that one up and in is Ryan Seeley.
Nice pass.
The pace has definitely picked up in this game. As Jovan Knight, a 5'11 sophomore, couldn't get that one to fall on the other end for DuBois. And now they're going to make a mass substitution. Next dead ball. And there it is. As it's going to be Quentin Woods, the 8th grader, coming back in. Tristan Lowry, an 8th grader, also coming back onto the floor. Jelani Darby, a sophomore, heading out there wearing number 12. And looks like Jovan Knight, a 5'11 sophomore. I stand corrected, he was already out there. Christian Taylor, a sophomore, the 4th to come on the floor as we've got under 30 seconds to play. North Oldham by 31. A complete performance for them here in this one tonight as they're going to bump their record up to 10-6 on the season. DuBois is going to fall to 5-8. As the Mustangs just got to get it across the timeline, and we'll be at triple zeros. There it is. There is triple zeros and a big-time win tonight for the Mustangs. 64-33 is going to be your final score as David Levitch and the Mustangs move up, like I said, to 10-6 on the season. The boys will fall down to 5-8 with that loss. So we'll step aside for our post-game break here, come back on the other side, and we'll break it all down for you as North Oldham gets it done here tonight. You're watching Oldham High School's basketball on Glycod.
You cannot depend on Oliver's parallel parking.
Hey, you got it, man!
But you can always depend on his car starting because he has an Interstate battery. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Trying to be a responsible citizen and the best recycler you can be, but you just aren't sure what goes where? Google Oldham County Waste Wizard and check out the Wizard search engine. Just type in the name of your mystery item and see what pops up. It will tell you whether it goes in the trash, recycle bin, or donations. It tells you how to discard troublesome items like paint and televisions. Can you believe it even tells you how to get rid of a boat? Oldham County Waste Wizard, do you believe in magic?
This message funded by Oldham County Solid Waste Management. Looking to ease the stress of running a business? Then count on the accountants at Kelly King & Company. They offer a wide array of services, including taxes, payroll, and bookkeeping, while providing deep analysis and strategic guidance to help you make sound, smart business decisions. Contact Troy in Crestwood at 502-241-5656 or visit them online at kingcpa.net. Kelly King & Company, proudly serving and supporting Oldham County for generations and a dedicated partner to small business.
From tools and equipment to tips on finishing your project, see the helpful folks at Crestwood Hardware, your locally owned Ace Hardware store. Built on more than a century of service, Crestwood Hardware offers Oldham County's best and most convenient selection of products for your home, farm, or garden. Visit Crestwood Hardware at 6536 West Highway 22, phone 502-241-8491. And for rewards when you shop, download the Ace Hardware app.
Time matters, and when you need a fast and easy car wash, try Clementine's. Family owned and open 24 hours a day. Clementine's is a touchless wash that can make your car look as good as new in as little as 3 minutes. Visit them at Kroger Fuel Center at 2010 Highway 53 in LaGrange. Clementine's, a proud supporter of high school athletics and juiced by Thomas Car Wash.
Blind Direct, not just blind. Blind Direct, not just blinds.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by Crestwood State Farm Insurance Agent Leslie Gilly. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
64-33, North Oldham with the win here tonight over the DuBois Lions to move their record up to 10-6 on the season. DuBois will fall to 5-8. Justin Kalen, Mark Evans back here alongside you as it was a fun ball game tonight if you're a North Oldham fan. As you saw your team win this in big-time fashion. It was a 19-10 lead for North Oldham after one. They extended that up to 41-14 at half, 60-26 after three, before ultimately winning this one 64-33. And we've got to bring you individual scoring for the DuBois Lions. Only four guys finding the scoring column. Khalil Ogletree led the way with 13, 11 for Jeri Brown, 5 points for Kenyon Sykes to go along with a handful of rebounds. Javian Scrubb chipped in 4. For North Oldham, they were led by Austin Sears, the freshman, 18 points in this one, 16 points for Tommy Gregg, the sophomore, 8 points for Colin Daniels, 8 also for Brooks Cargold, 6 points for Rajon Pierre Rondo, 6 also for Gray Schmidl, and 2 points for Ryan Seeley. As that's a look at your individual scoring, we'll sneak in another break here. Give Coach a little bit more time to add up his percentages. We'll come back to the other side. We'll bring you some team statistics from this one. Stick with us. We've got more Oldham High School's basketball coverage coming right up on Glycod.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in. Like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut. And the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
Proud supporters of Oldham County High School's athletics. Robin Lawson and Financial Solutions Incorporated have been recognized over a dozen times as Oldham County's best financial planner. Robin and his team provide individuals and small businesses the tools needed to achieve their financial goals because they care not just about the result, but also the process. Visit their office in LaGrange at 309 West Jefferson Street or learn more online at oldhamfinancial.com. Financial Solutions Incorporated. Clarity for your financial future.
Check it. Ooh.
Need a better battery? Get an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Should have had an Interstate.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
You're watching Oldham High School's basketball from Glycod.
And back here, North Oldham High School, as we continue your post game, as the North Oldham Mustangs get it done 64-33, the final score. By the way, tonight's scoreboard presented by Oldham County Waste Wizard. And we've got to bring you your final statistics. Tonight's final stats are brought to you by German American Bank. Support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for more info. Coach, let's take a look at those final stats.
Tough night for Webb DuBois Academy Lions, Justin. They shot like their season's been lately. 27% from the field at 13 of 47. 2 of 10 from the three-point line for 20%, and 7 of 11 from the free throw line for 64%. For your North Oldham Mustangs, they burned it up the first half, but in the second half they still shot well. 27 for 55 for 49% from the field, 8 of 15 from the three-point line for 53%. And the only thing that they didn't do as well that they normally do tonight, they were only 4 of 12 from the free throw line for 33%. But they really didn't get there much, so it really didn't make a difference.
Yeah, impressive night for North Oldham, no doubt about it, as they get it done 64-33. We'll take one final break here. We'll come back on the other side. We'll get you your most outstanding players, as well as take a look at the upcoming schedule here for Glycod. So make sure to stick with us for that. That's coming up on the other side. You're watching Oldham High School's basketball here tonight on Glycod.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
From tools and equipment to tips on finishing your project, see the helpful folks at Crestwood Hardware, your locally owned Ace Hardware store. Built on more than a century of service, Crestwood Hardware offers Oldham County's best and most convenient selection of products for your home, farm, or garden. Visit Crestwood Hardware, 6536 West Highway 22, phone 502-241-8491. And for rewards when you shop, download the Ace Hardware app.
When you need protection and peace of mind with superior service, contact Jay Hall at Insurance Associates in LaGrange. Choose from their range of policies that cover what you value most, including dozens of top-name insurance companies like Westfield. For more information and a free no-obligation quote, call 502-222-9558. Insurance Associates at 204 West Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Insurance for all areas of your life.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville.
Trying to be a responsible citizen and the best recycler you can be, but you just aren't sure what goes where? Google Oldham County Waste Wizard and check out the Wizard search engine. Just type in the name of your mystery item and see what pops up. It will tell you whether it goes in the trash, recycle bin, or donations. It tells you how to discard troublesome items like paint and televisions. Can you believe it even tells you how to get rid of a boat? Oldham County Waste Wizard, do you believe in magic?
This message funded by Oldham County Solid Waste Management.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're watching Oldham High School's basketball from Glycod.
And back here, North Oldham High School, one final time this evening for your Oldham High School's basketball coverage. Justin Kalen, Mark Evans alongside you. And we've got to bring you your most outstanding players, presented by Crestwood State Farm Insurance agent Leslie Gilly. For a quote on home, auto, or life insurance, contact Leslie at 502-384-6184. Coach, let's start first for the DuBois Lions. Couple of good performances for them. Jari Brown with 11 points, Khalil Ogletree with 13. That's their two leading scorers. Where are we going with our most outstanding player?
Justin, we're going to go with Khalil tonight, Khalil Ogletree. I thought that all in all, he had an all-around better game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he got to the bucket with relative ease in that second half, was just very aggressive in getting to the line. Little tougher for North Oldham. You got 16 points for Tommy Gregg, the sophomore, 18 for Austin Sears, the freshman. But really, Austin Sears came into this game with his hair on fire, looked like he was ready to play from the get.
Yeah, he set the tone. I'd say Austin Sears also. He set the tone early. They share the ball so well. They can all score. They do so many good things as a team, and relatively young. They have some juniors in there, but yeah, I think I'd give the nod to Austin tonight.
So there you have it, Khalil Ogletree and Austin Sears, your most outstanding players. Now let's turn our attention to the upcoming schedule here on Glycod, presented by D's Consulting, proud community partner and sponsor of tonight's game on Glycod. As there you get a look at the upcoming schedule. Lots of great action for you, as always, here on Glycod. Lots of competitive games as well. Looking forward to the rest of the season, all that we will have to bring you all here on Glycod. Before we get out of here, certainly want to thank Steve Bird, our executive producer of Glycod. Last-minute game switch. He had to get us some news and notes for this DuBois team, so shout out to Steve for making that happen so we could be able to bring you all this game. Our on-site producer, Jeff Cooper, couldn't have done it without him. We had Mike Sumner on camera this evening. The athletic director here at North Oldham, Matt Walker, as always, getting us set up in a great spot to be able to bring you all this contest. And, of course, to you, Mark. I always enjoy working with you. Before we get out here, any final thoughts?
No, Justin, it's just good to be back. I'm glad the cold weather's still here. I'm glad the snow went away for a while. And yeah. I think you and I both have a bunch of games coming up, and I really look forward to it.
Absolutely. Yep, nothing better. Best time of the year, in my opinion, as North Oldham gets it done. 64-33, the final score. Alongside Mark Evans, this is Justin Kalen saying so long and good night. You've been watching Oldham High School's basketball here on Glycod.
From Glycod, this has been Oldham High School's basketball. Tonight's game was brought to you by Oldham County Solid Waste Management, featuring the Waste Wizard search engine. Anderson Sales and Service, a top choice for homeowners and lawn professionals. Kinzer & Kinzer, delivering clean, comfortable air. State Farm Insurance Agent Leslie Gilly. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. German American Bank, serving our community since 1910. LaGrange Service Center, Mortensen Family Dental, Operation Parent, and Financial Solutions Incorporated.
For schedule information about our upcoming broadcasts, visit our website, glicod.com, Facebook and Twitter @Glycod. We thank you for tuning into this live sports presentation from Glycod.